That was steps, and we do take steps to try and improve the country that we live in, and not just the world as well. Everybody should basically get the right thing. I've gone all lefty. I do apologise. Basically, we've got to find a balance. So basically, we have in the studio right now, we have Haiti Taraka, who is basically a political expert. Haiti Taraka, how are you? You good?
Hello, how are you?
I'm really good. I mean, I could be better, but maybe I come from a background which is very middle class.
You're not Welsh or Scottish, are you?
No, I'm
You're not Cornish, are you?
No, I'm
no
from Essex.
Government for us.
I'm vaguely, okay. So I'm not sure whether as a middle class person I deserve to get any better in life.
All I will say, yes. William, it's William, isn't it?
It can be William.
No, your name is William Stewart, isn't it?
No.
Okay, William. So, we are going to be happy and content in the United Kingdom.
Oh, happy and content.
Happy and content.
Not content and happy. Not alphabetical.
And that little fracas in the Middle East...
Did you say fracas? No, fracas. No, you can say fracas, yes.
What's happening in the Middle East isn't our problem, but we will send things over there, and we are not going to have a fight. But we are going to be happy.
Yeah.
Do you hear me? Happy and content.
Yes.
Repeat after me.
Yes.
Happy and content.
Happy and content.
If you have any discontent, then let's talk about that, shall we?
Now?
No, we can't talk about that.
Now.
No, it's not the right time to talk about
that. Okay, so basically you represent essentially the governing body who's in charge right now. Yeah, possibly.
One might say that.
We could say, well, we're not allowed to say that because that would be biased. So you may or may not represent someone who may or may not be in charge.
People have all sorts of difficulties day to day, and what they do is they pick themselves up and become happy and content.
Okay.
Happy and content.
Now, a lot of people, basically, you're saying something there with your mouth.
Happy and content.
Yes, I know.
Yes. You are so happy and you look content.
Content, yes, okay.
Have you starved to death? Have you starved to death?
Not yet, no.
Well, good for you. You're happy and content, aren't you?
Right now.
Oh, you darling little boy.
Good, leave it alone.
Happy and content.
Yes. Okay, so, now...
Yes, darling.
Thank you. I was going to say there. Thank you, sweetie. No, it's good. No. That's more like it. So a lot of people accuse you of just using
happy and content.
The same phrase all the time. How do you respond to that?
I feel like some people are either unhappy or
not discontent.
You are finishing these sentences for me.
Sorry,
we are so on the same track.
Not really. I can just
we are moving forward.
No, we're not.
Together.
Going backward.
We are moving forward.
Okay, well...
we're going to... there are students, though. Take care of those. Get rid of them.
Okay.
Get rid of them. Now, so we are moving forward together. And you know what? We're also bloody happy and content. We're content.
Now, okay, good. Now, to make sure that there is balance on the broadcast, okay, we've done a bit of satire there. If you don't mind, that's okay. We were mildly taking the mickey. Did you know? You didn't even notice. Now, we have here from the Lofty Party, Sharon Lofty. Now, can I just say, you are not in charge of the Lofty Party. The person in charge at the moment is a well-known man who's got the initials JC. Let's just say, okay. Now, Now, shouldn't you be all behind him?
Yes.
And you're not.
No.
Why not?
Because they're not happy and
still here. Get out the. Sorry.
But some people are not happy and content in our party.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because they need to go and get their heads examined. That's why.
Right.
His Lordship JC. I do adore him.
Yeah. But it's not evident that you do.
Well, it is evident that I do actually. I think you might be getting yourself slightly mixed up.
Okay.
Because I try a quiet approach to my form of support. Because sometimes I find if you're too outspoken, people can change your words and utilise them for their own gain.
I've just noticed that you've never said anything nice about JC, let's say, euphemistically, for... I was going to say 3 years. Never. I've got no report of you ever saying anything nice about him ever.
Conversely,
yes,
I have never said anything negative. What I have done, I think you'll find, is managed to keep my mouth firmly shut and never said positive or indeed negative things.
But isn't that just fuel for the fire of the happy, content people over there, who basically, if you don't say anything, then they can make up stuff?
So that here we are at this point we're at now.
But she's still there.
I haven't been happy and content with the current government, and so now is what I've decided to do. This is the point in which I've decided to stand up now and be counted, because I think that we are in a situation, if we don't get behind, our leader, we will find ourselves, constantly being, taking the urine will have been extracted from us continually by this government.
You can say that, but you're not. Can I point out?
Hang on a minute. No, you can't point out, actually, because you have nothing to point out.
Right.
But here's what I've just said to you. What I just said to you there was that I now am taking a stance. So yes,
to do what? When? What are you doing?
To empower people to know that they should be taking a stance.
So they should do something, but you're not going to.
Of course I'm doing something.
What are you doing?
You know what? You should be a politician.
I want to know what you're going to do.
It's using all the words to try and bamboozle and confuse.
Look, they're saying happy and content. They've got a defined thing they're doing. What are you doing?
Well, what we've decided to do is really Obliante, the uncle, the mother, the father, the child, the dog, the cat, your next door neighbour.
Well,
we are taking those people in hand and saying, what do you want for your country, for your fellow people?
Yes, but you're not offering anything. You're just saying. No, you're asking them what they want, okay, but you're not saying what you offered them. On that side,
do you know why you're not hearing what we're offering?
Because you're not saying anything.
Of course we're saying stuff. Is because the media chooses to not listen and not record
what I'm hearing here is what I am hearing here. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
You've had your say, whatever it was.
Apparently, the dirty northerner had something to say. And where are you from, Norwich?
Oh dear,
I don't
do
know.
apologise to all the people who are northern or dirty.
Happy,
no, we're not
content. Then let's move together.
Politics doesn't work.
We all have to get behind.
This is why you've not been listening, because you are not ready to hear what we have to say.
No, look.
We are all about.
Yes. What?
Empowered together.
In what way?
That's us. That's what we stand for.
I don't know.
Is being together and watching the films of Ken Loach and believing them absolutely, because that's what it's like when you have nothing. And I think that we have been totally bamboozled and flummoxed.
Well, there you go. So I hope that's clear. So basically,
helped.
okay, that's all clear now. So you must know who to vote for now. It's either those people who do that or those people who do the other thing. Politics is way too complicated. Joe, hello, Joe. Did you hear all that coming in just now?
I heard it.
I don't know what to do, because I know who I believe in, but I can't say anything. So I invite the experts in, and they're confusing.
Do you know what? It seemed like they were more interested in hearing themselves speak
feel a bit like
than
that.
listening.
Oh, do you think that's where the problem
was it called satire?
It could be. There you go.
Sunday.
And it was also satire of both sides. So if anyone says, you're biased, I think we mocked both sides. We left the Liberals out because they're not very funny. Liberals aren't. No. Very, very important to be Liberals, because you can meet that happy God.
The entire premise of that was that we're being impartial, and then
you can only be impartial to so many people. Yes.
Do you know what I'd like to do? Drop a bowling ball on thin ice. How about you?
Oh, I love doing that.
Well, on thin ice. Did you say on thin ice?
On thin ice?
Yeah, it was a really good Doctor Who episode. I'm upset with him now. It was on last night. I only saw about half of it. Politics aside, Doctor Who rocks.